Hello, I am Josh Ferguson. I was born and raised in Greenville, South Carolina. I am the middle child in a family of 5. I have one brother and one sister. I enjoy being active, which includes running, swimming, and playing all kinds of sports. I am studying mechanical engineering and have enjoyed my time here at Clemson. I hope to find a job in the engineering field when I graduate. I don't really care what industry I go into, as long as I am doing something that I enjoy. I want to have a job where I am constantly being challenged to learn new things and where I am using that knowledge to solve problems I am working with. I have some experience in industry. I worked for Koyo Bearings in Greenville, South Carolina as part of the Cooperative Education Program, which is basically a rotational internship, and have gained some very valuable experience. During my time at Koyo, I had to create many technical documents. Mechanical engineers, and engineers in general, have to create many technical documents. Technical documents are important in an engineering company because there is a lot of collaboration that goes on between individuals and groups. These individuals and groups must be able to communicate their ideas effectively so that no time is lost due to misunderstandings. 2 types of technical documents that are used in the engineering field are engineering drawings and email. The most common type of technical writing that goes on in the workplace is email. Email is used every day to communicate with clients and fellow employees in a company. Email must convey the writer's thoughts, ideas, and problems in such a way that it is clear and easy to understand. When writing an email, it is very important to write it in such a way that only one meaning can be taken from it. If you are sending an email in which you are proposing a solution to a problem, you want the person reading the email to understand your solution, as well as eliminate the possibility of them reading it the wrong way. This satisfies the criteria of technical writing presented by Britton in What is Technical Writing? Clarity in email is especially important when emailing someone who is not at the same location as you, since any confusion cannot be cleared up by simply having a face-to-face conversation. 2 emails are shown. An example of a good email is shown on the left. Some of the aspects that make it good are an appropriate subject, proper salutation, elimination of slang, clear and concise sentences, and a professional sign-off. These characteristics are important because in the engineering world, you want to be professional because it shows people you care about your job and also that you care about how you present yourself to those you work with. Drew Ferguson, a design engineer at Hubble Lighting, says that it is important to include relevant information about yourself besides just your name, such as your company, phone number, and position within your organization. He also says that it is a good idea to introduce yourself in an initial email to someone who is not familiar with you. These features will help the reader of the email to know who you are and other ways they can reach you besides email. An example of a bad email is also shown. This email is bad because the subject is not clear, the salutation and sign-off are not professional, and there is a lot of slang in the email. These aspects make the email unprofessional and will lead the reader to think that you are lazy and do not care about your job. This can cost the company clients and therefore money, so it is important to write the email correctly. It is clear to see that when writing an email, it is important to be clear and professional, so that people understand what you are saying and that you represent your company well. Another type of technical document that engineers use are engineering drawings. Engineering drawings are used to define the size, geometry, and material, among other things, that are needed to create a part. Engineering drawings can also be used for assemblies and will show the parts as well as their location within the assembly. Since you cannot write lengthy paragraphs on these drawings, it is important to make sure they are detailed correctly without any confusing or incorrect signs and symbols. Clarity in the drawing is important because the creator of the drawing is not usually the one who makes the part. The person who makes the part must be able to take the drawing and make the part exactly like the designer intended without any deviations. An example of an engineering drawing is shown. Within the drawing, there are several different views of the part. These views define the geometry of the part and the size and location of features such as drilled holes on the part. These views must be annotated in such a way that every dimension of the part is defined. Dimensions are used to show the length or size of a feature. The first type of view is a normal view. This type of view shows the part from the side, the front, or the top. This view is used to define the dimensions of the overall part, as well as the size and location of features on the part. At the top left is a section view. Section views show the cross-section of the part and are used to define the interior features of the part, or features that would be hard to define in a normal view. In the top middle of the drawing is a detail view. Detail views are useful because they show a zoomed-in view of a section that has unique or complex geometry and would be hard to see in a normal view. In the lower left corner is the title block. The title block is important because it is the area where the name of the part, date of design, designer, material, and other physical properties are defined. Engineering drawings are very important to engineers because they are used to document a design so that it can later be fabricated. The two documents discussed are just a few of the many types of technical documents that engineers use. There's a lot of collaboration that goes on within an engineering company, and thus many types of technical documents will be used. This means that technical writing is a very important skill for engineers to have and will help an engineer have a successful career.